So welcome to Fit the Description, a Black men's podcast, where various Black men come together to talk about life, society, entertainment, news, culture, and whatever else we want to talk about from various Black men's perspectives. I'm your host, G, and tonight we got James.
Yo.
And we got Keith. Which I think he might be away from the mic for a minute, so he'll be on with us in a sec. So anyways, with that being said, just to let y'all know, like we always do, the same spill. Just so you know, we're on various podcast platforms. Understand if you listen to this on various different podcast platforms, you are at a delay. So if you want to get the current episodes, you got to come to YouTube, OPN. And just so you all know where that's at, you know exactly what to look for. I have it right here. Right here, if you look right here, OPN. So if you want to get the current episodes, as you see, the last episode was episode 27, chapter 2, State of the Pod. So make sure to check that out. Make sure to come here and check out OPN. Also, just so you know, we also have a clips channel right here, Fit the Description clips. So make sure to check that out. Where, like, you know, because I understand that these podcasts can be long. So if you want to get a condensed aspect of the podcast, just come right here and check out the clips channel. So make sure to check out these two places also. And again, if you listen to this on the audio, all the links will be down below. Anyway, so just so you know, we also have a Patreon. Make sure to check that out. There's one tier that I'm trying to correct it, but it's still being built. But make sure to check out our Patreon too if you want to support the channel. If you want to have your say, choose a topic, make sure we read your comments. Definitely check out the Patreon. And also do us a favor, make sure to definitely start commenting, because if you guys start commenting, or you girls or anybody, if anyone starts commenting down below, we'll pick out a couple on the podcast and read them off and, you know, answer whatever questions you have. So we'll make sure to do that too. So beyond that, we're going to go ahead and get started. So I played the video twice. I played the censored one, I played the uncensored one, which is the biggest thing. We're probably going to be the late to the party, but yeah, Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. I've been talking about this entire time. So I want to know what you guys thought about that situation, because there's a lot that goes with that.
Get my wife's name out your mouth. That's all I gotta tell you.
Well, I mean, I guess my question to you guys, was he right or was he wrong?
I want to know from you what you thought about it.
I mean, I
never wants to talk, bro.
Well, no, I'm just indifferent. It's really what it is.
Okay, well, explain yourself.
He did. He said he's indifferent. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Besides keeping my wife's name out his mouth. For James D. Evans smack.
So yeah, I mean, that's my short answer. I'm just indifferent on it. So
Okay, so if we're giving short answers first, then I feel like it was necessary. There we go. That's my short answer.
Okay. We can definitely get into that. Oh, yeah, I forgot.
He's saying that he needs some courage, so he's got to go take a break, and he's going to come back and have a lot to say, right, LL Coupe?
I don't know about the courage part, but yeah, he did kind of put it together in that manner.
All right. Well, can you just give me a quick short answer? Just what you think? Just short answer.
About who?
Either you or James. Just a quick short answer.
What happened? About what?
About the Will Smith. Like this is just quick short answer. Do you agree with it? Do you disagree?
It's either or Will Smith is a psychological bitch.
Okay. So the reason why I said I'm indifferent is because I could kind of see it from both sides. And this is the reason why. So, okay, let me see how it goes. So it kind of goes back to like what Keith said when he said it's kind of warranted. And So this is the thing, is that I don't really, to me, it's one of those situations where I don't feel that it's not a situation where it's right or wrong. I don't believe that's a right or wrong situation. It's more one of those situations where I don't care what anybody says. If you're in a relationship with the woman that you care about, sometimes there's just things that you got to do, whether you like it or not. If your woman feels a certain way, you got to handle it however you want to handle it. May not be right, may not be wrong, but you got to do what you got to do because that's your woman. So in that sense, I can't really sit there and say Will Smith was right or wrong in the situation. It's just one of those situations where, as a man, he felt he had to do something, and he did it. Now, the thing is, the problem with that whole entire situation, and the reason why I don't know, I can't really mess with that. And like I said, so I'll just keep it on the situation itself. I won't go on all the external stuff that happened, the history part of it, because that also plays a part. That was, to me, that was the wrong way to handle things, especially to a guy like a legend like Chris Rock. Chris Rock is one of our legends, and I don't think that is right for Will Smith to just go up, walk on stage, and just handle it that way. There's plenty of ways, and there's better ways to handle that. Like, you could have got done with the show, met that man in the back, and dealt with it properly instead of doing that on stage and embarrassing him on national TV. Now, I'll give Chris Rock credit. Like, he a better man than me, because there's no way in hell, I don't care win or lose, there's no way in hell I'm gonna let a man slap me like that on stage and do nothing about it. That was crazy.
You wouldn't have did.
Not like that. I would have did something. I'm not saying I would have won, but I sure as hell would have did something. There's no way on God's green earth I couldn't, dude. Not on that stage. I couldn't do it.
Mm.
But no. I don't care what anybody says. No, there's no way in hell. I'm not saying I would win that fight, but there's no way in hell I'm gonna be on that stage and let a man slap me like that. No way. None of that. No way. No way possible.
You're not Chris Rock either, though. So
My point. You're right. I'm not. That's what I said. I give Chris Rock all the credit. I mean, absolutely. But I just, at the end of the day, that's not how shit should have been handled. So, like, that's what I'm indifferent, because I can't necessarily be mad at Will Smith because he did what he felt was best for his wife and his family and his house. So I can't be mad at him. At the same time, I don't think the way he handled it, looking at it from Chris Rock's side, I don't think he handled it right. I think there's a better time and a better place. Like I said, you're in the same vicinity. You could have met him out and back and had a, discussion or do whatever you got to do in the back. You didn't have to embarrass a man like that, a legend like that, in front of the entire world and created this entire mess, because a lot of things came from it. Now, I will say this too, that the big issue is the track record. And that's the problem. This is why, like, so listen to other people, listen to other podcasts, whatever. That's why you're getting so much crap. It's because of the red table talk, of the stuff that Jada said, of all the things that have came out. And that's really where all the issues really stemming from. It's not necessarily that you did it, because I don't think if any of that red table talk ever happened, I don't think people would have had that much of an issue. But because that happened, yeah. So there's another argument that I hear where, Will Smith has been holding this in for a while. And yeah, he's been getting this kind of crap for 2 whole years. So to get that crap for 2 years, I mean, I don't know if I agree that he snapped. I don't know if I agree with that. I don't think that was a snap thing. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, but like, that's why I'm kind of indifferent, because I can't really be mad at Will Smith. But I also could say I feel like he's wrong with because it could have, to me, there was a better time to handle that. But that's kind of where I'm at with it.
mm-hmm.
So.
And why do you keep saying there was a better time?
Like I said, I said that. I said he could have waited and handled that in the back. He could have met him in the back.
But why? But why? You're talking about normal people. If you had an issue with me and you wanted to get down, yeah, we will meet up somewhere and handle it privately, in the back, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You're talking about two people who, and especially one who's lived his entire life in the spotlight.
Yeah.
No matter if he handled it in the back and wherever in another state, it's always going to be on the main stage. Why wouldn't he just get it over with instead of waiting?
Wait, so whoa, okay, hold on, you're throwing me off. So you're telling me that you're okay with him doing it like that?
What do you mean?
You're okay with him going out there and slapping him like that? Like Chris Rock, I should say, not just even know a person, but it's Chris Rock and Will Smith. And you're telling me you're cool with that?
A man smacked a man.
Yes.
What's the difference between you being at a bar and somebody doing something to your girl and you have to handle it right there? You gonna be like, oh, let's go off the back? No, you're gonna go hit that right then and call it a day. That's normal people, though.
Yeah. If you're doing it, if you're like, but like you said, you just said that's normal people. Yeah. If we're
But
at a
somebody
bar,
that lives in the spotlight,
that's
it doesn't
different.
matter where the hell he does it.
No, it does. Absolutely, it does.
No, it doesn't.
How?
It's gonna be front page news.
Yeah.
When Tupac got into a fight after the awards show, that was front page news.
Yeah, but he didn't do it on stage.
Exactly. But it was still front page news.
Yeah.
So,
But there's a difference between hearing about it or how that off to the side, whatever. That's different.
okay. Another example, not as bad as this, but Kanye West standing next to Mike Myers almost 15, 16 years ago, saying George Bush hates black people.
Oh, sorry, that's funny, but that's still different. And you know how I can, and you know how I can prove it's different? I'll ask you, Keith, this question, because this is how I can prove it's different. Would you let a man slap you?
Okay, like listen to here we go.
Exactly.
No. I'm gonna say my opinion about this because so you sit here, and I've done a lot of research and stuff like this before I wanted to have an opinion about this.
Okay.
100%. So Will Smith, and I'm not a big fan of zodiac signs, but you know what? Recently I've took into consideration of, it plays a lot of part in a lot of people's lives. And Will Smith is a Libra, as am I.
Yeah.
So in that moment, like if you look at a lot of Will Smith's movements, like I watch, like I'm a giant Will Smith fan, always have been and always will be.
Yeah.
Like him doing that, he could have did it to anybody. And I still would be a fan of Will Smith. It would not matter to me because I grew up with him. I'm just a fan. Like I still listen to his music to this day. I watch every movie. Like I'm still like I don't care. I don't care. Like, but knowing his background and in this situation of yes, you've had to take. I guarantee you, he thought about absolutely nothing in that moment because you can tell he said the joke, he laughed. Jada probably said something. First and foremost, listen to me.
No, I know. I'm listening.
So Jada probably said something, and which his reaction was, okay, what do you want me to I'll go up there and do smack him? And she probably said yes. And so his impulse reaction, knowing that I have the same impulse reaction, just to shut this stuff, I would have did the same thing in that moment just to have her shut the because I'm tired of her shit. Like I said, I can 100% in that moment, the cameras, because the fame, I guarantee you, he didn't think about anything like this. Frustration, that slap was pure frustration. And what he said after that was pure frustration. It wasn't towards Chris Rock, it wasn't toward the world. It was just because her reaction was her reaction. And she probably said something to him in that moment. And you could just tell because I've been there. I've been in his situation too many times before. I've almost kicked my girlfriend's family just because they said some and she gave me a look. So basically, I had to jump back out the whip and get ready to fight the whole world just for her to shut the fuck up. I've been there.
Yeah.
I have been there. So you can tell in that moment, the academy wasn't on his mind, his kids, his peers. It could have been anybody who said it at that point in time. I guarantee you, and he would have still smacked the dog out of him. Like I said, because yes, you can say it's built up frustration. I get it. But him and Jada's relationship, yes, I agree with James or whoever said it. That is toxic. He needs to get away from that because it's making him like, it just proves that you have gone too far. That is a given. But after, like, he realizes that now, but in the moment, I will never say he was wrong. I will never disagree with what he did in that split moment. Okay, yes. After the aftermath, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. But
Yeah.
but no, in that moment, it was necessary. It sent a message to the world that this isn't your jiggy witted parents just don't understand nice guy Eminem who's talking about him, all these rappers that compared him to this, all this yes, you can say it led up to this one smack, but for him, I guarantee you it was just pure that 5 seconds. That 5 seconds of him laughing, interacting with her, walking on that stage, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. That was just pure impulse. And as soon as he snapped back to reality, he realized, like in that speech, you could tell he snapped back to reality and was like, I f***ed up, you know? But it was, like I said, and it's like nobody will think about it in that light. Yeah, like, yes, I would never agree with, oh, violence is wrong and you shouldn't hit nobody, because I am a prime example of, I use that all the time. Every time I'm arguing with somebody at work and they get to talking to me crazy, I'm like, bro, I will smack the shit out of you. Like, bro, I'll kill you. Like, I'm bigger than you. Why are you gonna keep pressing me? Like, we could fight. Like, your words at the end of the day, and then everybody tends to shut up. I'm 6'5", 400 plus pounds. Say something to me. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you to keep yelling at me. So,
but at the same time, I just want to cut in. At the same time, and I agree with James when he says it. That's normal people. It's very different.
No, I'm just saying, in the heat of the moment, anybody.
Okay.
Anybody is going to make that decision. Like I said, Will Smith ain't no little thing. Like, yes, okay, if it was The Rock, maybe not. Maybe not. You know, I agree with that. But see, James makes a great point too. It's like, this dude has been on a pedestal, not even from the beginning. And just imagine in the last 10 years of what this got, because Jada brings nothing to the table. Her last movie was Girls Trip, and she wasn't even the star in that. She brings nothing to the table.
Hold on. She brought the red table talk.
Like I said, she brings nothing to the table. Like he doesn't need her money. He doesn't need from her. He needs her to act right. Like I said, I get the red table talk started as something for her to do with her mother and her daughter. Yes, it turned into something dark and narcissistic, you know, and you know, it's a shame. That's why you don't even see it like that no more. Like it just turned into something that it wasn't supposed to become because of that interview. And like I said, in Will's defense, because I could agree with this, I truly 100% believe that he, like, you know, out of all the interviews and everything he said, he could care less. Like, honestly, and the world gives about him, Jada cheating. Will can give a flying about that, which I completely agree, because that does not stop my money flow. Just because you, what does that have to do with me at the end of the day? Now you fucking with my image in my pockets at the end of the day. I guarantee you 1,000%, 1,000% from a Libra being with a Libra. It's just like Eminem is a Libra. I guarantee you he could care less about what Kim takes him to court. But like his image is everything. I guarantee you that Will Smith could care less about if she gets that down by 20 minutes, would not be gone as much as he does, work as much as he does. In that time that she so-called cheated on him, he literally did 3 movies. So of course she was lonely and she didn't have nobody there. Of course he could care less. He's made it known that he could care less. And that's just, I can relate to that 100%. So it's like, if like people talk about him, like you like I love it because I can see so much of, you know, like my thoughts about, you know, how he thinks. Like he like do you really do people think that he really cares that people are talking and making memes and shit like that? He does dumb all day long on his Facebook and TikToks and all kinds. So it's like a person have an opinion. It's not that. It's just her always constantly nagging and fuck and acting like she matters when she doesn't. That's the problem. And like I said, I could relate to that 1,000%. I can just see it in his face, in his eyes, everything. It's not about her cheating, because there's no way in hell Will Smith has been linked to multiple women. Just because nothing has come out and surfaced, there's no way when what was that shit called? Suicide Squad ended, him and Margot Robbie did Focus, and they were linked, and she did interviews where she almost slipped up a couple times and said something. So there's no way in hell that I believe that Will Smith ain't down a bunch of, you know, when he's on, like, there's no way. I'm not saying it's true, but he knows that he has an image to keep. She does not give because she has nothing else going for her. At one point in time, Jada Pinkett Smith was basically hotter than Will, and that turned real fast. Like I said, he cares about his pockets and his image. I guarantee you, he'll never admit it, but I guarantee you that's what he cares more about. All that sex, that's why he did that Red Table Talk, because who cares? I don't give a shit. You did what you did, because at the end of the day, how does that affect him as a man? It's men who get cheated on all day long. Like, what, like, really? What, like, it's people who get cheated on all day long. It's gonna happen. Like, and people are so fascinated, because it's a celebrity, or you're supposed to have this perfect little family. His family ain't perfect. His daughter's a goddamn trisexual. His son wears and does and whatever he wants to do. His other son wants absolutely nothing to do with any of them half the time, but you know, it seems like he has to force himself just to be at these events. Like I said, it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. But it's like people fixate on something that if you haven't lived it, you know nothing about it. Like I said, that's why with this whole Jada shit and the cheating, if y'all think he gives two about that, man, get the fuck out of here. He cares about his pockets and his image. And now I guarantee you, with him doing everything that he's doing, doing all the speeches and the paper writing and what's that called? Trying to resign from the Oscars. That's just to save face. I said Will Smith, he should do 3 things. First and foremost, he should call up Chris Rock, do like a social media blast, have Chris Rock smack that dead in the face on all social media platforms. It ain't gonna kill you. Second, he should give him $50 million and a role in her next film for all this issues that he has now. You know, here, I feel bad. I'm sorry. Let me cut you a break. He should be a producer or an executive producer or something. Pay that man as a, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do this. And 3, he should do a Gayle King show and be like, yeah, this whole J has completely me up. I'm tired of hearing about it. I don't give. And 4th, and this is just for my personal preference, he should just get the fuck away from her in general. You don't keep needing this goddamn bitch to fuck up your psyche and your money and your image going forward. That's my whole opinion. That's all I'm saying about it. The floor is yours. So yeah, whoever wants to go.
Well, all right, yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Okay, G.
I already said it. I literally did my entire rant already.
Oh yeah, you were the indecisive one. That's right. Me and Keith actually had direct statements. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. I literally made my statement already.
Sweet. Yours just wasn't memorable. I get it.
Oh, so obviously you guys, I just want to go on record saying, you know, it's so funny about people saying Will Smith, but for the last 2 days on, what is that? Hold on, before I say it. I don't want to get any. Okay, yeah, for the last 2 days on TBS, that's all they've been playing is Will Smith movies.
Somebody trying to say this.
Like I'm just gonna throw this out there. It's like they got, hold on. I keep hitting the wrong button. Okay, here we go. And they got Gemini Man, Suicide Squad, Gemini Man again, Wild Wild West. So he ain't heard that bad, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm. But that's just it. Neither one of those is hurting. Like I said, Will Smith there's no way you can erase that dude. But in the same aspect, Chris Rock's comedy tour sales jumped like double.
Exactly.
Yeah, big time.
Since the day that happened, it went from like $50 to $150.
I mean, he did him a favor, and like I said that.
Oh yeah, hands down.
I said that the day after. I was like, he did Chris Rock a favor, because it's not like Chris Rock has been in a star in any movies. It's like, what's the last movie that Chris Rock was really a star in? You know, it's like what, Head of State?
Yep,
I think it was
Head of State. Head of State, yeah. Yeah,
like, so, you know, it's not like Chris, like other than Adam Sandler, he's the only one who's keeping him alive. Adam Sandler puts him in all these movies as the weird old black guy, you know, the simp. But Chris Rock needs to take responsibility for a lot of that too. Like, you know, if you've heard his last 2 stand-ups, I have. It's like the dude is mentally damaged. Like, he's had a hard life. Like, you know, he's been pushed around a lot, all kind of stuff. But Chris Rock has been the laughing stock of Hollywood for a while. And it wasn't even in New Jack City, man. When he played CB4, it's like he was this poser black guy trying, like, you know, he was a proper black guy trying to be a rap. Like it's not like he's took a lot of empowering roles, you know, that just put, you know, black people on the map, you know. So yes,
well,
he's the black guy you feel sorry for. Like,
well, he's a comedian. I mean, he's a comedian. You got to. I mean, you know.
Oh, it's Will.
That doesn't mean anything. Eddie Murphy is a comedian. Martin Lawrence is a comedian. They've still done strong roles.
Hold on, wait. Will Smith's not a comedian.
Well, I mean,
He's
well,
funny,
no,
but he's not a
well,
comedian.
no, well, oh no, he's not a stand-up
Yeah.
comedian.
You
Yeah.
get it correct.
Stand-up.
Okay, I'll give you that. Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah,
He
absolutely.
does comedies,
Yeah.
but I mean, yes, in G's defense, I will say Will Smith was an action star for a very long time, and then he started doing serious. Well, actually, I take that back. I
He
mean, if you want
started
to
in
go,
a comedic cut.
yeah.
Yes,
Well,
yes, he did.
no, his first role in a movie was a drama. You know, he was a gay dude, so
You
it's
talking
like,
about the Kiss the Dude? Yeah.
like,
He didn't actually do that too. He
Yeah.
yeah, no,
said
no.
he felt like he should have
did
done
it.
it.
6 degrees of separation. Yeah, he was supposed to make out with like Val Kimber or some shit, and it didn't. Like, yeah, you know, he didn't do it. I mean, like, I know people say, "Oh, it would have like made your career," but that's not back then. Not back then. Not back then. You know. So, but
he said,
Oh, wait,
like I
hold
said,
on. Go ahead, James. Go ahead, James. You're about to say something?
no, I said he did an interview where he said he wished he would have done it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, listen, man, you know what? From seeing it
Hold on,
over
wait.
time,
Sorry to interrupt you, but hold on.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You said you did an interview where he said he would do it?
He said he wished he would have done it.
Oh, he wished he would have done. Okay, never mind. My fault.
Yeah.
Okay.
that's just because James Avery said what he said. That's I feel like that's the only reason why he said that. You know, and like, you know, I'm not disagreeing with James Avery. You know, he was I'm not gonna say that he was a huge actor, but you know, he was a big, you know, influence in his life, which, all right, you know, is what it is at the end of the day. But
So then,
like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and say that this isn't going to impact Will Smith's movie deals probably going forward, but like I said, the only movie that dude has on the docket really, and I Am Legend 2, and it's like,
actually, from what I've heard, and this is just rumors. I don't know if it's true or not. This is rumor. Because of that incident, a lot of those films that Will Smith have might be in limbo going forward. So those may not happen.
And like I said, I just don't feel like it's gonna matter. It's like the dude is still one of the richest Black people in media. Like it's not gonna matter. Like I mean, like I said,
Go ahead, my fault. Go ahead.
Like honestly, it's like I said, it's just like James said. It's like he's too big. He's just too big. Like what he's done for the movie and entertainment community, I can just never say that this, like, okay, yes, it's going to be talked about, but as soon as
it's going to be talked about forever. Like that moment's going to go down in history.
I'm not going to say that it's not going to be talked about, but it tends to dwindle away. Like it's not
that moment right there, I promise you will never dwindle away. It may be stopped talked about, but that's always going to be memorable.
Okay, but I'm saying to like affect his overall legacy. No.
No. His legacy. Well, I'll put it like this. It's not going to affect his legacy, but it's definitely going to be a part of it now.
And that's fine. Like a lot of people have stuff that's part of their legacy that they still go on to do great things after. So I'm just
but at the same time, I'll just say this though. Like what's it like? Will Smith's like 50 years old. He has plenty of freaking money. He has plenty of money. I mean, let's just be honest. Does it really matter at this point? I mean, the dude's pretty much good. Well, if he was to quit today, pretty good. You know?
I said that. That's what I'm saying. Like, I just feel like even if he doesn't quit, it's not gonna. Like I said, yes, maybe for the next year he's probably not gonna do anything. But hey, I said this in a previous. Podcast. Like I said before, how many famous Black actors are there really to basically fill these roles at the end of the day? It's not like these young actors, I'll say it again, it's not like these young actors, they're beating down the doors for the John Boyegas and the Michael B. Jordans, because other than that, can you really name another young black actor who could play these roles? Like, I mean, and then it's bad because half the people on the planet don't even know who John Boyega is. Like, he's the dude who played Finn in Star Wars. Like,
yeah, that's not really a good thing.
exactly. So, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, it's not a lot of young black actors, and people are like, because I even had people say when Chadwick Boseman was alive, oh yeah, no, he's a good young black actor.
He was going to be
the second oldest Avenger. What are you talking about?
Yeah, yeah, but the thing is, he was coming too. Like he
Yeah,
actually was.
that's
Yeah,
what I'm saying. He's done multiple movies, and that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, there's not like Idris Elba isn't young. He was on The Wire when he was like 29. Like, get the hell out of here. Like a lot of these guys, just because they're getting role, it's like, you know, I tell people this all the time. Samuel Jackson and Morgan Freeman are still doing action roles to this day. It's like they're not going anywhere, and they still get casted for multiple roles. It's just like let's say in the Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard, even though don't get me wrong, it wasn't Morgan Freeman, it was a double, but still, you see him kicking in that movie, and he's like, what is he, like 87 or some shit? He's old.
Yeah.
You couldn't find anybody else. Like I said, there's not a lot. Like Denzel, he was just in that medieval movie. It's like Denzel doing medieval movies now. You must be bored. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, he was like, nah, man, I'm not doing Equalizer 3. I want to become a broken king and cry on screen. It's like that, but that's what I'm saying. Like, other than Samuel Jackson, name me another black motherfucker that does 3 to 4 movies a year, other than Samuel Jackson.
And I just want to say, not to go off topic, I'm just saying this real quickly. That's actually not a good thing. But
so that's my point. Will Smith ain't going nowhere. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not saying it justifies what he did, but like I said, all he has to do to save face, Halo for a while, because like I tell people, there's a lot of black actors like that are Will Smith's age, if not older, that can still do it. The Martin Lawrences of the world, the Eddie Murphy.
We call it to this. I haven't done anything for years.
Okay, but that's his. Okay, because Hollywood doesn't want him. I'm saying Martin Lawrence doesn't have the fame like Will Smith, even though I tell everybody in the first Bad Boys, Martin Lawrence was the star of that movie.
Yeah.
It wasn't Will Smith. Like, Martin was much more popular when it first started than Fresh Prince.
Oh yeah, hands down. No. I mean, oh, you know, I don't know if I can admit that.
No. I'm talking about with the public and on record. Martin was much more popular than Will Smith. Than Fresh Prince.
I don't know if that's true. Like because okay, so I don't have no statistics, but this is just going off just kind of who I talk to. I know more people who are not black who watch Fresh Prince and know more about Fresh Prince than they know about Martin.
Like I said, Martin was coming up right after Living Color, and with that happening, that took like it wasn't like Living Color, but it had that whole hood theme like Living Color, and people ate that shit up. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that Fresh Prince wasn't more whitewashed and censored and family show because it was on a.
I like to say it's more appealing to the masses.
Well, no, it was. I mean, I hate to be this guy, but it started on a white network. TGIF, it started on a white network.
Yeah, but a lot of black
it was literally on a lineup with Step by Step, Full House. Like, It was on the lineup with them. So of course it was like going to be popular with families. It came on at a respectable time. Like Martin just didn't come on at 8 o'clock at night. No, Martin was at maybe like 9:30, 10 o'clock because it was raw. Like,
What?
I mean,
Wait.
you had to
Oh
stay
yeah.
up and watch Martin. Just like you had to stay up and watch Living Color. You had to stay up and watch Mad TV. And because it was raw.
Yeah, but
Like
that just goes back to my point where, like, I mean, I know we're going off topic a little bit. That goes back to my point where I said I just don't believe just to the masses. That's why I said I don't think Martin was as popular as the Fresh Prince because Fresh Prince just reached more of a massive audience than Martin did. And I'm talking about the mass. I'm not talking about the Black community. I'm just talking about the masses as a whole.
Well, I mean, I will say this. Yes, as a kid, because I saw Fresh Prince as a kid and I started with Fresh Prince, yes, I like Fresh Prince way better. But as a more of an adult or not really an adult because I didn't start watching when I was adult. I saw it as a kid. I like the raw humor of Martin more because some of those Fresh Prince episodes, yeah, you know, you can't. I mean, I'm not gonna say. I mean, honestly, you can't always relate to it. Like, okay, yeah, like I could relate more to Fresh Prince being adopted by my aunt, you know, this and that, blah blah blah. I went through the struggles of living in the household of my cousins and trying to live up to, you know, their standards and shit like that. Of course, I could relate more to Fresh Prince, but it was just something about Martin's talking to Pam and telling Tommy he ain't got no job and he ain't never having no proof and Brother Man and you know, it was just something about it, man. It was just something about it. Like I said, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I mean, I will say this: if you watch the early episodes of Fresh Prince versus like the middle and the ending, yes, a middle and the ending got way better. It's just like the beginning of Martin and the middle of Martin are good, but the end of Martin, that took a weird turn. Like that just went out of just left field. Like,
Fresh Prince had like one or two that season, so like they well not
no,
yeah.
well, no. I'm talking about the beginning of the Fresh Prince.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't that good. I'm talking about Martin, the beginning of Martin and the middle of Martin were great, but the end of Martin, because of all the controversy between him and you know him being passed out on the lawn and you know having the ego he did and like that, yeah, it was kind of up. But like I said, I feel like as the Fresh Prince went on, it did nothing but get better. Like it didn't, to me, it didn't have the best of starts to me like a Mark.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can admit that. I don't think Fresh Prince the early episodes were the best. I mean, I do think it got better later on.
But that's just like I said, that's just the opinion. But in hindsight, like I said, I just don't feel like Will Smith is gonna pull a Tiger Woods. He's gonna take some time off. He's gonna take a break. And like I said, Hollywood is gonna need him over again. And people are still gonna be mad about this, but you still got a lot of people that are Will Smith fans. Like they're not gonna be like, oh no, I'm gonna boycott this. Like I said, he okay, like yes, I feel like he took a long time to send an apology to Chris Rock. Like I said,
well, I mean, let's just be honest. I mean, have you read the apology?
Like I said, no, it's two separate ones. It's one to the Academy and Chris Rock, and then it's one to just Chris Rock.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't doubt that he did not call. But I feel like
from what they say is from I guess what Chris Rock camp said, they haven't had a conversation. Like, the Academy Awards tried to say no. I think it was P. Diddy who said, yeah, they had a conversation. Chris Rock and his camp basically said no, they never talked. They haven't talked.
We don't know. We don't know
Yeah.
Because honestly, it's easier for his camp to say that they didn't talk for like him to get more sales. Because like if they say that they squashed it, then and then his sales will obviously go down because people gonna be like, oh well, you a bitch for giving him and shit like this and that. Like I said, he was just at a damn comedy thing and somebody was trying to talk about Will Smith and he excused them. Like he told them to leave. So I don't believe that they didn't talk. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, there's just
Okay. So if that's the case, I've been waiting, but I gotta ask this. So if that's the case, do you think it was staged? A lot of people say it was staged.
like
So do
I
you think?
said, and you know, and just like James said again, we just gotta wait and see. We just like I said, Will Smith does a lot of this though. He does a lot of these fake pranks. Like he does do that. Like I said, I follow this dude heavy. Like I ain't gonna even lie. Like I'm a fan. Like you know, his views on things make a lot of sense to me. Not to everybody, but to me. Like I said, he does all those fake. Like okay, like for instance, when him and Jason Derulo did that whole hit him with the golf club thing, and everybody thought that was real. But it was a little TikTok video. Like, so that's what I'm saying. Like, you just don't know. And honestly, if it's fake, you prank the whole world. You prank the whole world because everybody there didn't see it coming. And you can't say it was April Fool's Day because it wasn't on the first. That's technically
Well,
today.
well, the thing is, it may not have been a prank. It may have been something like you said. You see, Chris Rock benefited from it, and that's why I kind of brought that up because you said, he did benefit from it.
So that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I mean, if it's a prank, I mean, I'm a laugh because, like I said, he got me. I will say that. I ain't got no problem with admitting that. But you just don't know. Like I said, I just don't feel like I said, it helps Chris in a way, but like you gotta really be some type of clairvoyant person to like for Chris and Will to be like, hey, like if you slap me, I'm gonna get higher ticket sales. Like, yeah, I'm not saying that that's not how the world was gonna not like.
I mean, it's Hollywood, dude. I mean, that's what.
Yeah,
Hollywood.
it's like but it's like, damn, like you gotta really know that. Okay, if I get slapped, then I'm a, like have this as a come up, like how,
Well, I mean,
like
just think about like what we were talking before. Chris Rock's career, basically, I mean, wasn't really going that far. I mean, his career is pretty much at the end. Whereas Will Smith, at that time, was still on top. And again, if something happened, I mean, this dude's pretty much well off. You could do something like that. They could kick you out of Hollywood, and your life is still. I mean, your livelihood is totally fine. So knowing that, like I said, you got Chris Rock more money. You got him talking. I mean, and let's just be honest. He now has the ability to play the sympathy card, get himself new roles, and he's now a guy now. And you do have a lot of people being on his side. Will Smith is in a position where it's like, hey, I mean, think about it. He's done everything that he had to do. I mean, however you feel about situations, that's on you. But I'm just saying, like I said, his kids are growing and millionaires. His girl is fine, lives under him, and he has his riches. I mean, at this point, he goes to mess up his career. What matters? He did everything they needed to do as a man. He did everything they did. Family's good. His kids are straight. He's good. So it's like, I mean, looking at the entire picture, I mean, how can you not look at that as it's not staged?
oh no, like I said, I mean, I agree. Like I said, Chris Rock, has done nothing but, blame himself and but you know what's bad about it? He didn't even write the joke. That's the bad part about it. Like the Academy is the ones who write the joke, but he chose to say the joke.
Well, let me ask you this too. I mean, just on the joke, was that joke really that bad?
Like I said,
okay. Well, let me actually ask like this. Let me more put it into perspective, because he did say, which is what I believe, that Chris Rock just said he didn't know that Jada had that issue and had that disease. Heck, I didn't even know. I'll be honest, I didn't know about it. I did not know about it till Chris Rock's life. I thought that she just.
I agree. It's not like she's trending. Even Bruce, even Bruce Willis came out with like his disease and said he was starting. Actually, I won't even say that. Triple H went on Sports Center with Stephen A. and confessed his, that he's never gonna wrestle again. And I was able to see that whole goddamn speech, and that was just off of pure luck.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know that Triple H had a deafening heart attack. So,
Scott Hall passing away.
Yeah, well, honestly, it's not even anybody dying. It's just about there's so many other people who have health conditions that, I found out that, that are trending. But it's like, she's not trending in no form or way, fashion, good or bad, nothing. She's not trending. So, yes, in Chris Rock's defense, I agree with that. I didn't know. I thought because Jada's always had short hair. So it's like, how the hell her daughter cuts making her hair bald. I know you bald just were bald at one point in time. Her mom had cancer, so she was bald. Jada was bald. The daughter was bald. So, how would you know? It's not like you got an actual, celebrity following on Instagram. Honestly, I don't know nobody that follows her on Instagram to see an Instagram post.
I didn't know she had an Instagram, to be honest.
Well, that's how people knew, is because she did a little Instagram post, talking about her alopecia or whatever the case may be. And I'm just like, okay, it's not like you, and like I tell people, it's not like she's a Jason Momoa. It's like, who cares about if him and his wife split? But it's like they publicly, like he publicly announced it. He didn't have to announce it. Who cares? Monet hasn't been relevant in decades, So, but it's like it's something that he announced, it was public, so he asked everybody to respect his privacy, blah blah, this and that. But I'm saying Jason Momoa is trending. You're not trending. Maybe if Will Smith said it, then okay.
Yeah.
But nobody gives about her. Everybody forgot about her once she did that red table talk with him, trying to justify everything she did. Yes, she has no more saving face with the world, and this just doesn't help her in the slightest at all either. After fucking he gets smacked, you laugh. So yes, that and that really leads me to believe that yes, you said something out of pure irritation that just ignited his rage. Like I said, it's just so crazy to me. But is his career over? And no, I'll never say that because there's not a lot of black actors to do movies. TV shows, yeah, but not movies. So I just like Will Smith isn't, or sorry, not Will Smith, but what was his name? Denzel Washington isn't going to be in her next Suicide Squad or Bad Boys or something like that. It's just not going to happen. Even Jamie Foxx. It's not like he does a lot of movies. He was in this Spiderman movie, but he was. I was talking to my friend, even though it's off topic, but it's like I was like, you know what? But it's just like Jamie Foxx. Now, I don't know if he asked to be a different type of, person in this new one. But it's funny how he went from being like this dorky person to like straight up like Lily Beeman in the new Spider-Man. It's like, he's like, he just did a complete 180. Like, I get it's a different universe or whatever the case
Well,
may
no,
be.
I actually I think the only reason why that had to happen was because he was I think he was doing another role. That's why.
I don't know what there's no other movie that he's been in.
Like, no. Yeah, no, I forgot, but yeah, no, he's doing another role right now. That's why he's all bulked up like that. That's why he showed up for that movie bulked up, because he was doing another role.
No, it's not about him being bulked up. Like I said, if you know anything about any given Sunday, then you would understand what I mean about he turned into Lily Beeman. It's because it's not about his body, it's about his just who he was in general.
You're talking about the characterization and how his character did a change.
Yeah.
That's okay, yeah. That's what you're talking about, the way that he bulked up. But yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not looking at his body, brother. I could care less about his body. Last thing on my mind. But like I said, it was just like I said, but Jamie Foxx can't play all these roles either. Like, I like Will Smith, it just can't happen. It just can't happen. Like I said, he's not going nowhere. Yes, what he did was, and like I told my friends, Chris Rock isn't in his weight class, so he ain't gonna do shit. But like I said, if that was a Dave Chappelle being 6'3", 215, he ain't gonna smack Dave Chappelle. Maybe the old Dave Chappelle, but not the new Dave Chappelle. I have personally seen Dave Chappelle in person. I walked him to his limo, and that's a big dude. That's a big, he looked big, he is big. And like I said, he ain't gonna smack him, he ain't gonna smack The Rock. Like, honestly, and this is just me, I feel like, honestly, he wouldn't smack fucking Kevin Hart. I just don't see him doing it. I just don't see him doing it.
Funny, the one that I love about this whole entire situation, because I was trying to read all the comments and everything, nobody on the entire internet that I read, nobody was on the same page.
That's what I'm saying. Like, everybody feels some type of way, but yes, I mean, when some people came out, like I said, I just don't feel like the whole like, oh, you should never condone hitting anybody. I'm sorry, I can't say that. It like somebody disrespect me and mine in front of a big crowd, you gonna have to see me.
And that's kind of like what I was saying earlier, and that's why I say I can't really say what he did was right or wrong on Will Smith's side, only because I said it earlier when I was saying my thing, when I was saying my little speech.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes in life, whether you want to or not, when you're with a woman, it doesn't matter what you feel. If she feels a certain way, as a man, you got to handle that. And how you decide to handle that is your business. Yeah, it may be right. Yeah, it may be wrong, but that's not important of what's going on right now. And that's just the truth of the situation.
Like I said, I just don't like how actors said that, oh, this was a teachable moment for my kids to be like, oh, you shouldn't hit anybody in their other fucking any circumstances. I was like, that's what's wrong with today's world now, because I'm the opposite. I tell my son, because my son is a lot bigger than most kids. And I feel like, yeah, if you're being disrespected, then you can always play that card of like, bro, I'll fuck you up. Like, I mean, like, not to say it like that, but stand your ground. Like, nobody has any right to disrespect you. I'm sorry. Like, I don't believe in that. Like, okay, if you guys are talking shit to one another, then okay, talk. But like I said, I done seen get up for less.
Well,
I
yeah.
don't fucking watch niggas get fucked up for wearing a wrong color on a Tuesday morning. Get the
Dude,
fuck out of here.
dude, I think we've both seen people
I
like
think Chris Rock just did what he should have done. You know, did what he did do.
hold on,
Just-
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
just sit back.
Hold on, real
What
quick.
is
Welcome,
going-
Bello Cool Pat. Took you long enough.
What's happening?
How they do, motherfucker?
What up, Big Kate?
Merry Christmas. How the hell are you?
Chilling.
All right.
Happy Easter time.
I'm off
Yeah,
that
man.
liquid courage, as James was saying.
But yeah, man, I'll be right back. But go ahead, L Cool Pat. Say your piece, man.
Oh my God, Carmelo.
Man, I feel like Will pulled the most buster's move ever, and he tried to do it on the Oscars. I mean, if it's a real situation, because I really kind of feel like it might be fake. I feel like it might be just something just to catch our attention through all this weird shit going on, you know.
Yeah.
But if it was real, Will is a buster. Buster ass for trying to stick up for that bald-headed, not fine, but she did used to be fine.
Yeah, I now.
But she not fine no more.
I agree with that because I was, man, back in the day, Ada was a baddie.
Yeah, I was talking shit about her. I was like, man, that was never fine because I didn't really think she was all that great on Set It Off, and that's as far as back as I would go. But then I started like going through, you know, old just to make sure, and yeah, she was fine. She was fine as hell for like a while, but then she just fell off. But still, either way it goes, she full of shit. She doing all that nonsense, you know what I'm saying, with all the entanglement and how she was all sarcastic shit on, you know, talking shit to him and all. And this gonna run up there and hit Chris Rock. Come on, man. Chris Rock is like a cool little dude. But Chris Rock wasn't even faded. I mean, if that was real, Chris Rock was not tripping. It looked like Chris Rock could have really done something to him, especially how he just turned around and walked off like wasn't nobody gonna do nothing, you know. I'm pretty sure Chris Rock could have, you know, really done some damage, but he held it together because he know that fool is going through something ridiculously intense, you know.
Well,
that's how I feel about it. I don't care what he said about his wife. He to do that shit, man, he crazy. I wish it was me.
Rock also needs the work
I
as
wish
well.
Will Smith did me, because I assume out of
Thing
that
about
ass.
it, though,
And I'd
is like,
still be calling his wife a while he walking off.
no disagreement, man. Like I said, I see it from both sides, but like I said before, you could just tell that it was a split-second decision.
It was the
You know,
dumbest
I'm not
decision
saying-
of his life. That was dumber than him deciding to play some of his roles that he played.
Still what?
What's this little that role where he was like some Tu-Wong Fu type of shit.
Some what?
Tu-Wong Fu type of shit, or you probably don't remember that. God damn. Crickets? You don't remember Tu-Wong Fu? Wesley Snipes and a Puerto Rican dude. Leguizamo,
Nah, I don't remember.
where they were dressed up like women.
Oh, you talking about him and Woody Harrelson or not Woody Harrelson? I'm sorry, Patrick Swayze. That was him, Patrick Swayze, and
Damn, I forgot Patrick Swayze was even in that.
yeah. I remember.
How can I forget?
I forgot the name of the movie. Yeah, no,
It's called Too Long Too.
Oh, okay. No, man, I haven't seen that movie in years.
But anyway, Will Smith played a role where he was kind of a girly guy, and I feel like that's how he put himself out there like that, like a cuck dude. He's a cuckold man. Actually, he is. If what you call it is telling the truth, talking about he had Will's blessings to be with Jada. God damn, why is it so damn quiet?
Because we've been talking about this for 4 hours.
I'm listening, man.
Yeah, we're here.
Crickets in this.
Yeah, we're here.
I'm listening.
Yeah.
Y'all supposed to be telling me I'm wrong or something.
Like I said, I mean, we all have different views on this situation. Like I said, I will, like I told you before, I'll be the first one to admit that, like I said, I agree with what he did. Like I don't give a fuck about Chris Rock, and like I just have no sympathy for Chris Rock because this isn't the first time he's talked. So it's like this is what the third time he's done it. So and like I said,
For real? Who else you talk about? Or he
No,
did that to Will Smith?
he did. No, he did it to Jada on 3 different occasions.
Yeah, on 3 different
real?
occasions.
Yeah, in 97, 2016, and now.
Yeah. So this isn't the first time he done said something.
Were they even together in '97?
Yeah.
Tupac was still alive in '97.
Doesn't matter. That's still some dude's wife.
That's when he died.
And no, Pac wasn't alive in 97. He passed away in 96.
Yeah, he died in
96.
He died in '96.
Yeah.
Oh, he died on the 7th. Yeah, that's what it was. He died on September 7th. Yeah,
I thought it was July 7th.
No, it was in September.
It was September 7th.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, it was 96.
Yeah, I get it. My bad.
I mean, I just feel like at the end of the day, that's that's the only reason why I feel like, you had coming.
So if that's the case, then Kanye could go around slapping the gang of people there.
Hold on, I don't get off talk. I do want to say 2 things. It's funny how we're talking, and have you guys noticed how much, like, out of everything we're talking about, have you noticed how much Jada's getting from this? Has anybody noticed that?
Getting
You don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's like she's not contributing
bad
anything to
publicity is good publicity for her.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
but no. So the reason why
cloud of green throw up.
So the reason why
dumbass dress.
So the reason why I'm bringing this up, and I'm actually asking you, Keith. So I actually said at the end after everything that goes down, like you may regret at the end. But let's say you were in Will Smith's shoes, like you said, you could definitely relate, and you did what you did. And at the end of the day, it's your girl, and she wound up getting way more by doing that than if you never did or whatever. Like the result of it. How would you feel in that situation?
Wait, what?
I know I said it wrong. So basically, sorry, I said it wrong. So basically, my point being, the fact that Jada's getting all the shit, pretty much, like a lot of Will Smith's definitely getting shit, but Jada's getting the majority of it right now. And I'm saying, since you can relate to Will Smith, I'm saying after it's like, let's say you saw Chris Rock and it wound up being your girl getting pretty much all the shit compared to the little bit that you're getting. I'm asking you, how would you feel if you were in that situation? It's your girl, because what you did, and you did it for her, she wants up getting pretty much all this shit. Like she wants to shit on.
I'm saying though,
Bitch like Will Smith.
I don't feel like he did it for her though. I feel like he did it to shut her the fuck up.
Okay.
I don't feel like he did it for her. I feel like he did it because she was probably, like I said, antagonized him and said some bullshit. And like I said, I don't think he did it like he wasn't trying to defend her honor.
Okay.
Like no, that I don't feel like that at all.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I thought that's how everybody felt.
No, hell no. Like I said, I feel like he did it, like I said, out of an impulse because she said something.
You just tired of everybody's
like,
shit.
Okay, what do you want me to do? Go slap the shit out of him? And she was like, yeah. So he, like, I don't think she thought that he was going to do it. So he did it, and you could tell she was shocked. Like just to shut up. Like, there, you happy?
Man, that happy being the black Cruella DeVille right about now. That's what she looked like.
Like I said, I just feel like she's toxic. I feel like for basically him, and the best thing for him to do is to get away from that situation. I get that that's the mother of your 2 children. Y'all been together through thick and thin. Y'all got some weird type of marriage going on.
Type of kids.
But it's like, you know, nigga, and you can have any chick in fucking the world at this point in time. You can worship her ground you walk on, or just be alone. Just be alone. You don't even have to be with nobody.
He really should just bust out with a sex tape with a fine chick, or make a new fine chick. Man,
like I'm saying, who could just tell that Will Smith cares more about, like I said, his business, his pockets, his image. He doesn't care about that relationship. It's what happened in his first fucking marriage. It's like the lack of being there pissed her off. So what did she do? She was like, okay, I don't want to be in this. You're not gonna be here, then but he's always talking, because as soon as that money stopped, and like I always say, me and G has had this conversation forever. It's like women and kids always want, like, oh, I wish my dad was always here. But it's like, who was able to live this life because I was always gone and working and shit. So miss me with shit at the end of the day. It's just like her. It's like, you know, if you didn't have this Calabasas estate, y'all don't got no house. Y'all ain't got a man. Like, that's an estate. Yeah. Like, that's a big piece of land in Calabasas.
Yeah, don't nobody want to see her in The Matrix or any other movie coming up. Ain't nobody thinking about Jada.
Like I said, she, like, I get that she, like I just feel like it's a jealousy factor. Like I said, I feel like she does not have as much, you know, I feel like she wants as much fame as him.
And she figured out a way to get it. And she's doing it.
And it's like, and it's not good, and it's not a good look on, you know, his part, or so sorry, not his, it's not a good look on his part. And she, like I said before earlier, I don't know if you heard me, but it's like with this red fucking table talk, it's like, yeah, it was something that was nice as hell. It was, you know, it was cool. You know, it was her talking to her daughter and her mom about situations and this and that. And then, like I said, and then she got Gabrielle Union on there talking about their beefing, which I didn't even know they even had a beef. Like, and then she started bringing other black women on there. But I mean, like, you know, she's the same way though. Gabrielle Union, she has just she has just destroyed any appeal she's ever had in my eyes.
Yeah, she
She
out
is
there
just,
with her mind. But at least she's still hot though.
No, fuck.
She's still cute. Jada Pinkett ain't even cute.
That just a deep in disguise as well. Just turned D Wade into a goddamn he's a cuck.
He already was. He started out that way.
No, hell no. Fuck that.
On the finger, man. What are you talking about?
No, I
man?
can't say that. I can't say
He
that.
already was just as weird and feminine as he always been.
No, hell no. Hell no.
The way he was
For her?
like Andre
No.
3000, man.
No.
Please.
Hell
Please. Just because he was good at ball back don't mean he was, man, he ain't right, man.
It ain't got nothing
it's
to
like
do
Scottie
with that.
Pippen. Little weenie
It
ass.
got nothing to do with that. Like I said, I follow, like I said, I'm a Heat fan and I've been a Heat fan, and D Wade was not always like how he is now. I will never say that.
Man, whatever.
Never say that.
Okay, but always, man, me, I remember him always being all kind of weirdo, little fucking weird. He was good at basketball, but he wasn't like no gangster. He was weird. I already knew what you call it, be controlling that shit. But she's still fine though.
No, I ain't gonna say that.
You don't think she's fine? She ain't fine to you?
No.
I don't know. Maybe I'm still in touch with Bring It On.
Okay, well, yeah, that yeah, I'll give you that, but that's about it. That's about it.
She always been fine to me, and she still is to me.
No.
I wouldn't mind, like, taking her away from LeBron or whatever his name is. D Wade. Gabrielle Union's still hot to me.
All right, I'm not gonna play this who's fine and who's not game with you. If she thinks he's fine, you think she's fine.
You know me, I go all the way in on it. And then I'll be thinking, you know what?
Oh, I know. I know. Oh, we'll be here all day. Trust me, I know.
Erykah Badu, if you're out there, I'm still, you still hot. I love you. I'm here with you. Holler.
So, it's been a while since I've done this, but I decided to go ahead and end the podcast like this to kind of explain to you what's going on. If you haven't noticed, and I think I said this earlier on, these podcasts, these 2 chapters were shot on, well, I should say recorded on 2 different days. And actually, the first chapter of this episode was actually shot after the second chapter, but I decided to split them up only because everybody wanted to talk about the Will Smith, well, let the podcast is called, the slap heard across the world. So instead of making 2 different episodes and being late to the party, because again, this podcast is going to come out, especially this episode or this chapter is going to come out weeks after, I decided to go ahead and just put both of them in one podcast and just make this entire episode about basically the Oscar situation. So we may go over this one more time, recapping kind of the results of all this. So we may do one more section of this, but pretty much we're all going to put this all in one podcast. So next episode might actually be like this one. I'm trying to decide. We'll see how our next recording goes, but I don't know. We'll figure it out. But anyways, with that being said, as always, I want to thank everybody for coming on this episode. I got to see who's on this episode because there was a lot of people. I want to thank, of course, James, B, Norris, Adam for returning, Keith, Ella Cool Pat, and shout out to our new guest, Jay. Sorry, man. I haven't memorized your name yet, so my bad about that break. I had to think about what your name was. But he was new. But anyways, make sure to follow all of them. They're down below. Also, do us a favor. Make sure to check out the Clips channel. Make sure to like and subscribe to that channel, because I understand these podcasts can be a lot. So make sure to go over there. It's at Fit the Description on YouTube. Well, not really at. That's actually. But anyways, yeah, just look up Fit the Description on YouTube and you'll find the Clips channel. And of course, if you want to hear the current episodes, check this out on right here on the OPN. If you listen to this on audio, as you know, you are at a delay. So if you want to hear the current episode, make sure to check us out on OPN and you'll get the current episode, so you'll be caught up. With that being said, we're also found on multiple different podcast platforms. Those links will be down below. We also have a Patreon, which is kind of shaky. But again, if you have any questions you want to ask or any topics you want to make sure that it's read, check out the Patreon. And lastly, make sure to comment down below. We're trying to get interaction going, because that's something we've talked about and we're trying to work on. So our goal is hopefully we can start getting, we could start expanding this community, but we also want y'all to start being involved. So again, if you're checking this out on YouTube, make sure to comment down below, say your piece. If you have any questions, make sure to say your questions. And if we like it or if we deem it's good enough, we may actually cover on the podcast. So, because again, we want to get y'all involved. We want to expand this fan base. But beyond that, once again, I'm your host, G. I want to thank y'all for checking out another episode of Fit the Description. And we will be back next week with a new one. All right. Y'all have a good one.